last week during our main event. The tag team titles were on the line, but Golden Gladiator number 2 and Jeff Patton were talking business during the championship match. Shook hands. Jeff Patton left happy. We've got to figure out what is going on with Jeff Patton and all these business deals he's trying to strike here as the weeks progress, Redbeard.
It's a really intimidating set of scenarios here, Michael. As you were saying, Jeff Patton being involved with not only the cartel, but also money and power. I don't know what to say at this point in time, but folks, thank you for joining us on the program regardless. I'm your host, Redbeard, joined as always by my co-host, Michael Elliott. Also joining us once again, Stuart Snodgrass.
Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's ready for some exciting NAWA pro wrestling action.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us once again, Stuart. As we get into this contest here, was supposed to be 6-man tag team action, but I believe now we're into a sort of a handicap match of sorts here as the third member of Viva Las Amish evidently trapped somewhere on the side of the highway trying to take care of their horse and buggy. Michael, is that what we're learning here?
I heard he was sent home up north to help build a new church.
Oh, they had a church raising. Okay, well, that's...
I heard he had tendonitis from churning butter.
Well, he's got plenty of excuses, seemingly, because we've all been told something separate. But
whatever his excuse is for not being here, Brother Jebediah is not here, but Danny Vegas and Brother Hezekiah think they can take the 6-man tag team championships without their third member. That's kind of insulting to me if I'm a member of the Burke County boys.
Now, Danny Vegas does not appear to be Amish. Michael, correct me if I'm wrong.
He's the loss in the Viva Las Amish.
Oh, okay. Our brother Hezekiah, as you were saying, definitely would be in line, but Danny Vegas now definitely a outsider
look at that
presentation.
beautiful, sexy man, Danny Vegas.
Oh, my goodness.
Disrobing and breaking all the hearts of the women here in Burke County.
Can we re-robe possibly?
I think I'm going to vomit.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you have tuned into this program and feel like you're going to vomit, we encourage you to please tune out or go back in our archives and check all the episodes out that may have made you sick or whatnot.
Find more vomit-worthy moments potentially if that's what you're into. But at this moment in time, we've got a great tag team match here developing for you.
I'm surprised this Amish tag team has time to wrestle. Don't they work like 16 hours a day? Maybe they're in the gym 16 hours a day.
People who work that hard might not have to get into the gym, all those barn raisins and whatnot.
They work twice as hard as us. You've seen Kingpin? Didn't they explain it to you in the movie?
Yeah, I saw the part where the rent was due.
Be neither here nor there as we see Danny Vegas.
Well, the rent is due right now for Little Donnie as he's been pressed into the side of Danny Vegas here. It takes him off his feet. Little Donnie in a world of hurt early on in this contest. The 6-man championships could be in jeopardy.
Is Little Donnie ever not in a world of hurt, Michael?
I don't believe so. Look at that hip. Oh, wow. Giving a big hip toss to Danny Vegas is Little Donnie and a back elbow.
I have to say, a number of weeks ago, we saw Little Donnie culminate the feud between he and Lucky Ali, and ever since then, he's had new life, I'd say, Michael. Especially now that they're defending this 6-man tag team championship. Little Donnie has really come into his own.
He might be the most underrated talent in all of the Carolinas.
Little Donnie taking it to Brother Hezekiah here as he only gets a 2 count. Little Donnie has shown signs of improvement here in the last few months, but what else would you expect from the Michael P.S. Hayes of the fabulous Freebirds here in Burke County, ladies and gentlemen?
Here we go.
So you're going to get mad at me again, but he can talk about it?
I just want to make sure.
I can talk about it if he can talk about it. Be quiet.
If we're going with Freebirds, that's fine. I don't want to make sure, I want to make sure that we're not calling the Harts or the Von Erichs or the Gagnes or
I'll
whoever
call
else
them
is.
whatever I please. I just like to make the analogy. I want to get over how important these men are to Burke County.
They're like the 3 horsemen.
That would be 4 because Digger's there.
See?
Was that the 3 amigos, Stuart?
It could very well be.
Okay.
Viva Las Amish down a man, looked to be taking the beating to Little Donnie here. They want those 6-man championships. It'd be kind of odd that maybe they make Betsy the Chicken the third member if they win in Red Beard.
Now we're trying to see if little Donnie can get some momentum churning in his favor there. Churning, of course, like the butter that Brother Hezekiah seemed to have left at home. Now look at that, Danny Vegas showing that he's willing to do whatever it takes to win, raking the eyes of little Donnie.
I churned butter once.
How did that turn out for you?
I got a slight case of tendonitis myself.
Goodness. Now tagging in Brother Hezekiah.
Little Donnie needs to make a tag to his brother Big Donnie or James Brody here in a hurry, or those championships are going to be gone. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after this quick commercial break.
Man, oh man, look at this guy. Hey man, this guy's 9 years old. Look how big he is, man. You know why? Because he's reading my book. I got all the instructions how to become a professional wrestler. That book right there weighs 3 pounds. His biceps are just burning up right now. Hey, 600 pages hardback, brother. And it's called, Woo, Messy Daddy, Welcome My World, the Jimmy Valiant story. Hey, I talk about everybody in the last 50, 60 years. I got stories about them.
To order your copy of Woo, Messy Daddy, Welcome to My World, the Jimmy Valiant story, go to jimmyvaliant.weebly.com. Oh yeah, feel good, feel good.
Woo, Messy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and Big Donnie breaking up that pinfall from Brother Hezekiah and helping his brother Little Donnie get back over to the corner to make the tag into James Brody. Viva Las Amish now on the wrong end of the stick as James Brody comes in and headbutts Hezekiah Hoskins.
Headbutt from the Wild Man's like headbutting a cinder block. My goodness. There's a pair of them. Referee down for a 2 count only.
And again, the NAWA 6-man tag team titles are on the line, even though the odds are not even in this matchup. As you can tell, Viva Las Amish short one member. He was called back home for a church raising, and I think his mother was sick. I'm not real sure what exactly. We got to figure out why he is not here. But again, they're attempting to win the NAWA 6-man tag team titles.
Oh,
and look,
goodness.
in a handicap fashion.
Regardless of why he isn't here, definitely we'll go and salute their bravery and courage for inserting themselves into a handicap match here against the Burke County boys. My goodness. Danny Vegas delivering a big-time suplex.
Man, James Brody's in a bad way over here. He needs to make a tag.
Sure is. Now Danny Vegas, Brother Hezekiah in control of this matchup.
Now, what would that say if Viva Las Amish was able to win this match short a member? Many people don't think the Burke County boys are ever going to get defeated in a 6-man setting, but what an upset that would be, Redbeard, for Viva Las Amish to walk out of here as 6-man champions in a handicap match.
It's not looking too good for him right now as James Brody finds himself in a real pickle there, isolated in the middle of the ring.
It would be quite a story if they won those bouts, just the two of them.
For sure.
And then they would throw in the third member of Viva Las Amish. They would be the unstoppable force in the 6-man tag team division, but we're putting the buggy before the horse, or whatever the old expression goes. They have not won the match just yet as they go for the cover. And Brother Hezekiah looking frustrated as James Brody is not staying down for the pin.
Referee seems slightly out of position there. Brody's going to have to try and get himself some momentum as we continue this contest. As you see Big Donnie in the background there trying to get the fans behind him.
He'd better not touch Brother Hezekiah's beard.
Beard assault is a major offense. Sure it is. I'm sure you can tell. Being a beardsman myself, I can tell you. Don't go after the beard and not get reciprocation.
Unfortunately, Stewart can't grow a beard, being the babyface nerd that he is, but Danny Vegas working over James Brody with that rear headlock there.
Danny Vegas, not a small man. That's a lot of weight to be applied across the neck and shoulders.
I can grow a beard. Why would you say that?
I've never seen you with one. Neither here nor there. Both men taken down with a double clothesline there. Both men in desperate need of a tag. as the six-man titles are on the line here.
Brody's been there for a long time by himself. He needs to get over to one of his tag team partners, but he's a long way away at this point in time. Diving tag. Diving tag there to Big Donnie. Brother Hezekiah got a little tripped up there on the rope, but now Big Donnie coming in like a house of fire.
As you notice, Betsy the Chicken is not at ringside for this match. As we heard last week, James Brody wanted to know what Amish chicken tasted like. So maybe out of fear, they didn't bring Betsy down here. Wait a minute.
What in the world? Using Digger Brown's cane.
No, that's not a part of the.
No,
that's a part of the butter churn.
Oh my God!
They're using it as a weapon.
He's gonna get tendonitis.
I thought it was Digger Brown's cane, but my God, Michael, like you said, that's part of the churn.
And this match has just been thrown out by a referee, and still NAWA six-man tag team champions are the Burke County boys, but Viva Las Amish putting in the damage here. Look at this. He's got a piece of that butter churn, and my God, holy Christ, he just hit him with it.
Oh, no.
That's a lot of butter.
Ladies and gentlemen, what chaos has broken out here. I'm getting word that we got a video, breaking news video from Outlaw. We're going to toss it to that right now.
Here we are again, Burke County Fairgrounds, NAWA. The referees don't know how to manage to keep everybody in line. What the hell? Jailbird, what are you doing, son? Hey, look at it. Oh my God. Oh, hey, whatever's going on, I can get you help. You need me. That's what you need. You need to pull it together. This is what happens when you count on other people. You can't count on like Tim Hunter guy. You can't count on nobody. All right? I'm the only one that you can count on. All right? Hey! What's your problem? Hey! What's your problem? Hey, I'll tell you what his problem is. He can't count on nobody but me. That's the problem. He should have never counted on you. He was supposed to tag me. Who he does? My problem. I need power. Jailbird, this is my problem. Take care of my problem. There you go. Take care of my problem. See that? You don't need nobody but me. You don't need nobody but me. There you go. There you go. Take care of that. Take care of that. All right, let's get out of here. This is exactly what happens. We're going to take this place down. My boy don't need anybody. I'm going to straighten him out. And I'm a man of my word.
You watch it on TV. Go to all the shows. Even pretend to be the champ in front of your mirror at home.
Walk up.
Stop pretending and get in the ring.
Arn Anderson, big hip toss. Okay, please.
At High Spots Wrestling School, you'll learn from the very best.
Good.
Our trainers are seasoned veterans who will teach you what it takes to be a real professional wrestler.
Very good. Hi, wrestling fans. This is Mr. Number One, George South. You know, I've been a professional wrestler for over 40 years. The number one question that I'm always asked is, where can I go to get pro wrestling training? Well, folks, highspots.com right here in Charlotte, North Carolina, the greatest pro wrestling school in all the world. We want to invite you to come on down. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter your size, your age, your shape. Women or men, we'd love to have you. Come on down.
Turn your dream of being in the main event of the evening into reality today. For more information, go to highspots.com or call 704-364-7818.
Jeff, welcome back to the NAWA tournament. It's glad to be back. For those of you idiots that have been living under a rock for the last few months, shut up. I am now the new financial advisor and broker for the greatest tag team in the history of the NAWA, Money and Power. And I would like to call out the Gold Gladiator number 2. champions, Money and Power. Whoa. Am I understanding that you have bought the belts from the cartel? That is correct. I have purchased the NAWA Tag Team Championship and am pleased and privileged to announce Money and Power are the new Tag Team Champions for the NAWA.
Very well earned and deserved. You're a good deal maker. Thank you. Oh, wow. There you go. Wow. Thank you. Fabulous deal. Listen, you people, you fat, poor, uneducated people, did not listen when I told you what we were going to do. I told you we were coming for the Tag Team Championships because what goes better with a $3,000 Italian suit and a Ferragamo tie than a little bit of gold? And when we got this is all we need. We're coming for control, and we're not going to stop with the tag team titles. We're coming for the six-man. We're coming for the TV. We're coming for the World's Heavyweight Championship, and there's nothing you can do to stop us.
I want to give the people of Morganton a little education in how the business world works. You see, we don't have to make the deals because we pay somebody to make our deals. You people will never understand the benefit of insider trading. You will always be the fallout from it. Remember that.
My name is J.P. Lehman. This is Michael Mon. We are Money and Power, and you can take that to the bank.
There you have it from the new North American Wrestling Line Tag Team Champions, Money and Power.
The Carolinas have long been heralded as the origin of greatness in the realm of professional wrestling. Men, women, and promotions now considered to be legendary in their scope of influence on the future of professional wrestling began here in this, the region we call home. It is in this tradition of greatness that the Carolinas Professional Wrestling Awards will carry on in celebrating the achievements of talent working in the region. Join us at the official Facebook group page of the CPWAs as we continue to celebrate pro wrestling in the Carolinas.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We just found out that what was going on with Jeff Patton and the Golden Gladiator and Money and Power. They have bought the Tag Team Championships and are now your NAWA Tag Team Championship champions. But now we're down in the ring with our main event this week as King Craig Classic is challenging NAWA Heavyweight Champion Thomas Extreme for the heavyweight title. Redbeard Stewart, what's your take on this whole Money Power buying the titles?
Michael, I'm totally beside myself in what we've watched here. We've seen some incredulous things over the months of having done this program, but Money and Power to have been able to buy the tag team titles from the cartel. Stewart, what's next for the tag team division?
I don't know, good sir. I'm embarrassed this is even happening to this great company.
Well, embarrassing or not, the Wall Street Fat Cat and Mike Mon are now your NAWA Tag Team Championships due to Jeff Patton brokering a deal with the cartel, and they have purchased the NAWA Tag Team titles. But can King Craig Classic walk out of here with the NAWA Heavyweight title and take it from Thomas Extreme here this week?
Should be a very impressive contest. These are two of the most experienced men in the NAWA roster. King Classic, as we've documented in the past, spent a lot of time traveling and competing overseas. Thomas Extreme, the king of cardio as we referred to him before, has spent a lot of time getting to where he is in terms of being the champion of NAWA. Very deserved champion as well, I might say, Michael.
I would have to agree with you, Redbeard. It's been a meteoric rise for him this year, going from a member of the cartel to defeating Adam James in that steel cage and taking that championship, and he's looking to establish himself as a long-term heavyweight champion here for NAWA, but he's got a tall task in front of him as the more experienced King Craig Classic looking to rebound from that loss to Jailbird with the championship.
He might have him in experience, but Thomas Extreme has no quit. He just keeps coming and coming like a rabid Wolverine.
Absolutely, Stuart. Thomas, one of the most impressive individuals ever really have seen here in terms of their ability to not only absorb punishment but also overcome any scenario that they might encounter in that squared circle.
A true underdog story here at NAWA is Thomas Extreme, but
look at that.
Look at him, how impressive he is in the ring here, taking it to the King, showing why he deserves to be the NAWA heavyweight champion. And these two men are battling just back and forth for position here on the mat.
I think you're going to see some great examples of mat wrestling here in this contest. Both of these men very experienced and knowledgeable when it comes to grappling.
Yes, very good grappling going on here by these two gentlemen. Let's see who gets the upper hand, shall we?
Absolutely, Stuart.
Well, don't forget, NAWA is the house that King Craig Classic built. He's looking to add to that kingdom here tonight and take that NAWA heavyweight title home.
As you were saying, Michael, we saw the King out here with his crown there during introductions, but the real crown that he would be able to wear would be that NAWA championship belt around his waist.
That's a championship that's the most important championship here in NAWA. It doesn't change hands very often. Each person that wins that belt earns it and defends it, but King Craig Classic in Thomas Extreme's reign here make it a very brief one. We're going to find out as this match progresses.
If Mr. Classic was rich, he could buy the championship after all the shenanigans I've seen.
I'm sensing a little jealousy here from Stewart, but hey, money talks apparently here in NAWA, and the cartel was willing to deal those championships away. We've got to figure out what that dollar amount was, Stewart. Maybe you might have that saved up in the bank and you could buy the championship.
I would never try to win a championship in that manner. That is revolting.
I'm sure the King has a lot of gold in his bank account in that castle somewhere, Redbeard, but it's not looking too good for him here as Thomas is taking advantage and taking control, and out to the floor he goes with a dive, taking the King off his feet, Redbeard.
Thomas Extreme showing the extreme in his name there. Michael, as you were saying, the fact that the cartel was able, or not only able, but willing to sell those tag team titles shows you what kind of characters they are. As Extreme hits a big cross body off the top, Thomas Extreme would never be one to sell a title, especially one he has fought and bled for in the middle of that ring. Now these two men continuing to, to go back and forth with one another. Big time elbow shiver there, delivered by delivered by the King onto the chin of Thomas Extreme.
You'll have to do better than that to beat this champion.
Thomas there clutching the side of his head, but still able to get out of that pinning predicament. Just grasping the beard there of Thomas Extreme as the King. Oh, God.
Just delivering a smacker right across the chest, and here we go again. God.
Tearing
brutal blows to the chest of Thomas Extreme.
Tearing away at the skin and flesh there of the chest. And there's a third one coming in. My goodness, Michael.
It continues to work, continue to do it. And wait a minute, Thomas not giving up yet. Smashes his head right into that top turnbuckle and delivers his own chop across the chest. Karate chop delved out by, he learned that in the Orient.
I heard that. Mr. Classic has been in Japan.
Both men jockeying for position here. King building up some momentum there with that low kick. Referee Bigelow in there for the pinfall. Only a 2 count, though.
A former NWA World's Junior Heavyweight Champion is King Craig Classic, looking to add another championship to the list of accomplishments he's had over his 13-year career. And I might say if he wins this NAWA Heavyweight Championship, that might be the biggest prize to his list, I'd say, Redbeard.
Be a real feather in the cap there of the accolades that he's been able to earn over the course of his career for sure, Michael.
If Mr. Classic was going to be honest, he would tell you that Mr. Extreme was one of the top opponents he's ever faced in his illustrious career.
Stuart, you know, you've been in the ring with King Craig Classic going to a draw months ago. What type of advice would you give to Thomas into defeating the King here as he defends his championship this week?
You cannot give Mr. Classic an opportunity. And Thomas is good at this because he's so aggressive on offense. But if you give Mr. Classic an opportunity, he will take advantage of it. As you can see right there.
Trying to fake the referee out so he can go choke Thomas over that rope. The King is not above cheating when the championship is on the line. Redbeard, he's really starting to take it to Thomas Extreme here.
It's like a chess match for the King. An appropriate reference there for sure in terms of his ability to take a strategic opportunity to take apart the Extreme one there. Thomas Extreme, still only a 2 count though. King looks to be trying to find a chink in the armor here of Thomas, continuing to chop him away there in the chest. My goodness. That's going to affect Thomas's ability to breathe there for sure. Oh, man. Coming in charging there with that clothesline in the corner. Oh, misses with that elbow attempt, though. Now Thomas Extreme got an opportunity to put some knees into him.
Here he comes now.
Hops up to that top rope.
Thomas Extreme high flying with that missile drop kick, taking the King right off his feet. He's got to go for the cover here.
Great looking missile drop kick there. Only a 2 count, though.
And both men down on the mat. You can see Thomas Extreme showing the effects of the punishment he's been taking here this evening on the program.
Both men starting to show the wear and tear of this matchup as we continue to encounter this battle. Well, look at that. Craig Classic putting a fist into the jaw of Thomas Extreme. Now both men getting up there on the top turnbuckle seemingly. Now Extreme, oh man, gets throttled there across that.
Yeah, just crotching him on that top turnbuckle. And now the King climbing up to the middle rope, looking like he's going to try to deliver a superplex here.
There we go.
And he connects Thomas in some serious trouble. He rolls right through, going for another suplex.
Third one, nope. Cover.
Only good enough for a 2 there as the champion still able to kick out there. King Craig Classic looking to put this match away, and we thought there for just a second he almost did.
What power on display by the King, Michael.
That was very impressive. But here comes Thomas Extreme. I can feel it.
Look at the showboating from the King. That cost him there.
Oh, man.
Hits him with that suplex, rolls right through. Look at that, swinging neck breaker. Fisherman buster there. Gets a 2 count there. Thomas Extreme out of nowhere, just with that burst of energy and that burst of offense, almost put the match away.
A lot of times these maneuvers seem to be delivered on instinct when you get into a matchup like this.
Oh, Death Valley Driver, that's it. This is it's over.
As we were saying, maneuvers sometimes get delivered on instinct, and that one there was an example of that. My goodness.
We almost had a new champion.
Very close, Stuart, as you were saying.
The match usually ends when the King hits the Death Valley Driver, but Thomas Extreme with the fortitude to kick out at 2 there and continue the match.
Thomas almost got dropped squarely on his head there in that maneuver, but now both men struggling to get up to a vertical base.
And now each man exchanging blows here, exchanging forearms, standing in the pocket, taking the blows. Who's going to collapse first? Who's going to back down?
Brutal strikes there, followed by a boot from the King.
It's like a Rocky movie.
Almost. There we go. Pinfall. 2 count. Only says Bigelow. Wow, now they're going back and forth with pinfalls.
And Thomas gets him, rolls him up. 2. Oh, kick out at the last second from the King.
So many near falls.
Ducks the clothesline. What's the King going to do here? Oh, Thomas rolls him up. Can't get all the way over. But he gets the 3. And there's a 3 count, ladies and gentlemen. Thomas Extreme barely getting that pin. Catching the King off guard there.
Able to get his weight there across the shoulders of the King and defend the NAWA Heavyweight Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, what a main event. What a back and forth action. The NAWA Heavyweight Championship staying in the possession of Thomas Extreme. The King looks confused as to what happened there at the end, but he got pinned, caught in a pinning predicament, and the referee got to 3, and still NAWA Heavyweight Champion Thomas Extreme. What a matchup later. Oh, God, no.
Of course.
King Classic now showing his true colors. What kind of sportsmanship is this?
Oh, there's Johnny Ryder.
Ryder.
He's coming to the rescue of Thomas now.
These two men formed an alliance here, seemingly.
I don't know about that, Ribber. Not just long ago, these two men were attached to opposite ends of a dog collar. What is going on between these two? Johnny Ryder making the save. Thomas making the save for Ryder a few weeks ago. Thomas looks surprised, but he's still the NAWA Heavyweight Champion. We're going to follow this situation, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us this week. That's all the time we got. We'll see you next week.